Hey everyone, so here is a hamstrings and calves workout with some new moves. Well, they're not new to me. I've done them before. They're just moves that I've never actually recorded, and it's been a while since I've done them. And so here, I didn't get the best view. I think the next shot has a better view of some X-band walkouts. They're a really good warm-up. They work on your abductors and adductors. The idea is to use a band, twist it so you get an X in front of you. Put a little tension by going about shoulder width apart, maybe a little bit less than shoulder width apart. And you're just going to you're going to step to one side with your foot to put more tension in it. So it's kind of hard to explain from this view. Step out a little bit to put more tension in, and then bring that foot closer to the other foot, but you don't want to bring them together. You want to keep tension in the band at all times. So hopefully this next shot has a better view so you can actually see what I'm doing. If not, I'll try to get a better view of it next time. So yeah, here you can see it a little bit better, but yeah, the idea is to keep tension in the band the entire time. And so I did 4 sets of these, going down one way and then back the other way. And then I did some stretching because, like I've said before, my legs are always really, really tight. My hips are always really tight. And so I really just need to incorporate more stretching and more foam rolling. So, yeah, watch the stretching, and then I'll come back. I started out with some hang cleans and some cleans, like I did the previous week. I decided I'm going to work on those a lot more. I don't think that I'm necessarily going to try to go up and weight a whole lot. It's just more so trying to get the form down. So yeah, watch the rest of my warm-up, and then I'll come back with some more notes. All right, guys, so here's another one of those new movements that I was talking about. I've done these before, it's just been a while, and these are glute hamstring raises, and these aren't really, I wasn't really doing these very well because I haven't done them in a while, and I was doing these after doing a couple hamstring exercises, so it was a little bit more difficult. But the idea is just to use the leg, the thing that holds down your legs for the lat pull downs, to hold down your feet, and then to lower yourself as slowly as you can, and then use your hamstrings to pull you back up. And since I haven't done these in a while, I was going down to a kettlebell on the floor rather than going all the way down and then trying to slowly push myself back up. There's a machine that's made specifically for doing those, but not all gyms have them, and my gym doesn't, which is why I was doing them off of a lat pull down machine. So yeah, those I'm going to start doing a little bit more. I think next time when I do them, I'll do them at the beginning of my workout. And there are a couple different ways to do them with assistance and to make them a little bit easier. So I'm just going to try out a couple different ways. But here I am doing single leg presses. And with these, since I was focusing on hamstrings, I just moved my foot up a little bit more on the platform, and it will focus more on your hamstrings and your glutes as opposed to your quads. All right, and so here's another one of those new movements, and this is one that I've never tried before. I don't know exactly what you would call them. I hadn't really thought about a name for these, but I saw somebody doing these on Instagram. I guess you could consider it like a reverse step up almost. But when I saw the person doing these on Instagram, they were actually a lot more graceful than this, and they were able to lower themselves a lot more. But like I said at the beginning of this video, and like I've said before, I am not the most flexible person. I always have really tight muscles. And on top of that, that side that I was working on, the left side, I'm still struggling from tightness because of my sprained ankle. It still hasn't fully healed, and it's still going to take some time. So the right side was a little bit more flexible. I mean, still not awesome, but a little bit more flexible. But I've never tried these before, and I felt really silly doing them because I felt like I just looked ridiculous. But it was a good workout for my legs, so I think I'll definitely try them again. But that's what going to the gym is all about. It's about trying new things. You don't know what's going to work for you and what's not going to work for you unless you actually give it a try. Just looking at something and saying, well, that looks ridiculous, or that looks hard, or I could never see myself doing that, or I'll look stupid doing that. You'll never get to really, test out what your abilities are, and you'll never really progress unless you try new things. So that's what I'm trying to do, and that's what I try to show other people is, yeah, you might look silly at times, but I mean, that's part of the whole process, and that's what makes it fun. And that's what keeps going to the gym interesting for me, is trying new things. It doesn't matter if it's a new exercise, or if it's with trying more weight, or just doing the exercise a little bit differently, or even trying out a new gym. All those things keep it interesting. But yeah, I know I'm rambling. But here's another exercise that I used to do all the time when I worked my hamstrings. I guess it's basically considered a reverse, a curtsy lunge off of a bench. This does work your balance a little bit. I don't have the best balance, so I have to focus really hard to make sure I don't fall. And I think there were a couple times when I kind of stumbled a little bit. And that's another thing too that's going to happen a lot at the gym. If you're trying new things and you don't have the best balance, you're going to kind of waver a little bit. It is just to catch your balance, refocus on what you're doing, and then just go right back into it. So for these, I typically just hold 15-pound dumbbells, nothing too crazy. I focus more so on trying to make sure that I'm pushing off with that leg off, when I'm pushing off with that foot correctly off of the floor, and that when I come back up, I'm completely balanced. So it's not about trying to get really heavy dumbbells in my hands. So after these, I transitioned right over to doing my calf raises, and these are something that I love to finish up with. And I've seen really great progress with doing these calf raises. I just do them off of the side of a machine. I've been doing them for years. I love them. And what I do is I just point my toes in different directions to hit my calves from different directions. So I'll point them forward, and then the next time I'll come back, I'll point my toes out. Then I'll come back and point my toes in. And then I'll do them, just on one leg and then on the other leg. And I basically just go until my calves are exhausted. So depending on the day, that can be anywhere from like 12 to like 30. Just really depends. But yeah, that was the end of my workout. Just watch the rest of my video. As always, please subscribe, comment, like, share my video, share it with someone who you think might benefit, someone who needs motivation in the gym. I'm always happy to offer advice. So, definitely direct them to my videos and have them leave a comment or subscribe, and have them check me out on Instagram. You guys can check me out on Instagram as well. I post on there just about every day, and that's at Lift Heavy Kick Gas. And as always, thanks for watching. Until next time, guys. See ya.